Hello everyone, welcome to Borthakur's IS Academy. So today I have brought another set of important current affairs from the last week. So let's begin the video. So weekly current affairs, and here the important topics covering from August 10th till August 16, 2024. So let's begin. The first topic is world's oldest calendar discovered. So this was in news, and recently world's oldest calendar has been discovered. So where this oldest calendar has been discovered? So this calendar has been discovered in uh, Göbekli Tepe, which is located in southern Turkey. So this topic was in news. So let's cover to the depth of this topic. So this was discovered in this particular place, that is Göbekli Tepe in southern Turkey. So the archaeologists have recently discovered world's oldest sun and moon calendar. Sun and moon calendar, which is carved into large stone pillar at this particular place of southern Turkey. So according to the New York Times, we have got some details like there are 365 V-shaped markings on this calendar, all right, which is believed to be roughly how much years older? Means almost about 13,000 years ago, and effective making the ancient pillar on earth. So this particular calendar, which has been carved in stone pillar, is believed to be roughly about 13,000 years ago. All right, and thus this calendar is regarded to be at present one of the ancient stone pillar of the earth. The pillar features carving of a bird-like figure which may be symbolize the summer solstice constellation and are believed to date back to around 10,850 BC. So as we have already said here, 13,000 years ago, so it is believed to be the exact year, this one, 10,850 BC. So the calendar includes 12 lunar months plus an additional 11 days. So this entire calendar, which is carved in stone pillar, includes how many lunar months? 12 lunar months plus additional 11 days. So this topic is quite important. You can expect a question related with this topic, like where this world's oldest calendar has been discovered. So the place will be this Göbekli Tepe in southern Turkey. And how much year, the year also you may be faced question. So around 10,850 BC. So now let's see the image available to us, this particular calendar. So this is that particular image of the world's oldest calendar, all right, which is carved in the stone pillar. All right, now let's go to the next topic. This is the exercise Udara Shakti 2024. So what exactly this exercise is, military exercise is? So this exercise has been recently conducted from August 5th to August 9, 2024. So where this particular exercise Udara Shakti has been conducted, this has been conducted recently in Malaysia. All right, from August 5th till August 9th. So the Indian Air Force, this Udara Shakti exercise has been conducted between Indian Air Force and the Royal Malaysian Air Force. So this is a particular exercise between India and Malaysia. So the Indian Air Force participated with Su-30 MKI fighter jets in the air combat missions alongside the Royal Malaysian Air Force, that is RMAF's Su-30 MKM fighters. So this was conducted between Indian Air Force and Royal Malaysian Air Force. This exercise aims in bolstering operational efficiency, technical experts of both the air forces. So the main objective behind conducting this Udara Shakti exercise, Udara Shakti, is to bolster operational efficiency and technical experts of both the air forces, that is India and Malaysia. So let's know few important fact about Indian Air Force. So you may face question that in which year Indian Air Force was established. So Indian Air Force was officially established on 8 October 1932. Okay, remember this date, 8 October 1932. Indian Air Force was officially established. And Indian Air Force first AC flight came into being on 1st April 1933 with 6 RAF trained officers and 19 Hawaii Sepoys air soldiers. So these are two important additional fact about Indian Air Force. So this is exercise Udara Shakti. So this exercise was conducted between two countries, that is Indian Air Force and Royal Malaysian Air Force. Mm. So let's go to the next topic. So the next topic is sixth India Australia Maritime Security Dialogue. Sixth India Australia Maritime Security Dialogue. So this was also in news. So let's go through this topic. So, the sixth India Australia Maritime Security Dialogue was recently held on 13th August 2024 at Canberra. So, this sixth Indian Australian Maritime Security Dialogue, where it was held on 13th August in Canberra. So, the Indian delegation, so who represented who was that Indian personality who represented uh, the Indian delegation in this particular maritime dialogue between India and Australia? So the Indian delegation was led by Miss Muanpui Siawi, joined from Muanpui Siawi. She is the Joint Secretary, Disarmament and International Security Affairs, under which ministry? Under the Ministry of External Affairs. So she represented, the Indian delegation was represented by her. So who is she? Miss Muanpui Siawi. And the Australian delegation was led by Miss Sarah Story, First Assistant Secretary, South Asia and Central Asian Division, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, as well as another personality. He is Mr. Bernard Phillip, First Assistant Secretary, International Policy, Department of Defense. So here we have to remember the names: Miss Nuanpui Siwari from Indian delegation and from Australian delegation led by Miss Sarah Story and Mr. Bernard Phillip. So this is the sixth India-Australia Maritime Security. So let's know the objectives, the important objectives of the sixth India-Australia Maritime Security Dialogue. So the first objective is to sustain a safe and secure maritime environment for inclusive growth and global well-being. So the first important objective is to sustain a safe and secure maritime environment for inclusive growth and global well-being. The second important objective is to promote and develop maritime security environment in the Indo-Pacific region, maritime domain awareness, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief coordination, regional and multilateral engagements, and sustainable use of marine resources. So these are those important objectives behind conducting this maritime security dialogue between India and Australia for the sixth time. So overall, the main objective from here, we can say that both the nations are trying their best through coordinative efforts, through collaborative efforts in order to protect the Indo-Pacific region. Okay, so this is that sixth Australian Maritime Security Dialogue, which was held where? Which was held in Canberra. Let's go to the next important current affair. So this is India and India and Israel launched new water technology center at IIT Madras. So another important current affair that is in news recently is that in this particular educational institute of our country, that is IIT Madras, um, new water technology center has been launched through the joint venture of two countries, India and Israel. So, in order to strengthen India's efforts in sustainable water management and improve water resource management practices, Center of Water Technology has been recently launched at IIT Madras through joint project initiative of India and Israel. So, in order to strengthen India's efforts in sustainable water management and improve water resource management, the Center of Water Technology has been recently launched at where? IIT Madras, and this is a joint project initiative between India and Israel. So this joint venture project of both the nations reflects a mutual commitment to tackle water scarcity issues in India. So, as our country very often goes through some obstacles like water scarcity in various parts of our country. So, in order to tackle with this particular obstacle, this particular project has been launched by both the nations, India and Israel. So, this is so from here. You may face question that recently, where the Water Technology Center under the collaborative effort of India and Israel has been launched in which educational institution? So the answer will be IIT Madras. Mm. Now let's cover some other news. So other news such as this topic, National Institute Ranking Framework 2024. So recently, National Institute Ranking Framework 2024 has been declared, and in this framework, IIT Madras. So IIT Madras has again ranked top, the first rank. So again, IIT Madras has got the first rank in this particular National Institute Ranking Framework 2024 for the sixth consecutive year. So for the sixth consecutive, already IIT Madras have occupied this top rank in this framework for all the previous 5 years, and this year also sixth consecutive year. IIT Madras has achieved the top rank in the National Institute Ranking Framework 2024. So remember this, IIT Madras. So you may face question from here that which of the following educational institution of our country has ranked top in the National Institute Ranking Framework 2024? All right, IIT Madras. So another important new appointment has been done recently. So that is um, the new Indian ambassador to United States. So recently, a new personality has been appointed as the new Indian ambassador to United States. So who is he? Who is that personality? Vinay Mohan. Vinay Mohan Quatra. So remember this name, Vinay Mohan Quatra becomes the new Indian ambassador to United States, and he succeeds whom? So he succeeds Taranjit Sandhu and joins office on August 12, 2024. So he succeeds whom? Before him, who was the Indian ambassador to US? He was Taranjit Sandhu. And Vinay Mohan Quatra joins office on 12 August 2024. So remember these names. So an important news from sports. Dewan Aran Tesir. He was recently in news. Why? Who is he? Dewan Aran Tesir. So he is a young boy. He is a young sportsman from our state, from Guwahati. So who is he? In the recent third South Asian International Games. So in the recent third South Asian International Games in under 15 years junior Taekwondo Championship, Dewan Aran Tesir of Guwahati, Assam won the gold medal. So he won, Dewan Aran Tesir won the gold medal in the recent third South Asian International Games under 15 years junior Taekwondo Championship. So this particular Taekwondo Championship was organized by whom? Organized by the South Asian All Sports Games Federation and West Bengal All Sports Games Association in Darjeeling. So this is that particular Taekwondo Championship tournament where from Assam, Dewan Aran Tesir, he won the gold medal. So remember this name. Next topic. So another important news coming from the sports field, that is, um, so who is he? He is Aman Sehrawat. All right. So in the recent Paris Olympics, uh, this particular wrestler from Haryana, that is who? Aman Sehrawat. He has make our country pride by winning the bronze medal in wrestling. So he is quite young. He is about 21 years of age, and he has become the youngest Olympic medalist of our country. So he is Aman Sehrawat, the youngest male Indian wrestler from Haryana. Aman Sehrawat has won the bronze medal in the Paris Olympics 2024. This 21-year-old wrestler has become India's youngest Olympic medalist. Okay, so remember the name Aman Sehrawat. Let's go to the next topic. So these are those sports related news. So the next important topic is International Youth Day. So which day is celebrated as International Youth Day? So that day is August 12th. So recently on August 12th, International Youth Day was celebrated. So what is the particular objective behind conducting international, behind celebrating youths of our globe? So the main objective behind this celebration, behind conducting of International Youth Day across the globe, is to encourage, to promote the success, the glory, the contribution, the positive contribution of the youngsters, of the youths of our country, in particularly in the digital field, because this time the theme of International Youth Day is focus has focused in the contribution of the youth through digitalization, digital platform. So that's why the theme was theme 2024, from clicks to progress, youth digital pathways from sustainable development, for sustainable development. From clicks to progress, youth digital pathways for sustainable development. So this is the theme of this year's International Youth Day. So the International Youth Day is celebrated every year on August 12th. It is celebrated to represent, showcase, encourage the vital role of young people young people in the society and recognizing the contributions to development, as well as to acknowledge their potential and achievements while also addressing the challenges they face. So, overall, to encourage, motivate the youth society of our world, that's why this International Youth Day is every year conducted on August 12th. So, this is the theme. The theme highlights the intersection of youth, digital innovation, and sustainable development, emphasizing the crucial role of youths of our globe by using digital technologies to drive sustainable progress. All right, so the theme highlights this particular message to everyone, that is, through digital innovation, the contribution of youths towards what? Towards sustainable development, sustainable progress. So, this is this year's theme, International Youth Day, August 12th, from clicks to progress, youth digital pathways for sustainable development. So, remember the date, August 12th. So, let's know a little more fact about International Youth Day. So, the United Nations General Assembly, that is UNGA, in 1965 initiated a program aimed at engaging youth. All right, so in this year, 1965, UNGA, that is United Nations General Assembly, for the first time, they initiated a program aimed at engaging youth. They supported the Declaration on Promoting Peace, Mutual Respect, Empowerment of Young People. So, why they took this great initiative, UNGA, in order to engage the youths of our society in a positive way, so that our society progress. So that was the main aim, and they supported Declaration on Promoting Peace, Mutual Respect, and Empowerment of Young People. So next, in 1999, the UNGC approved recommendations from the World Conference of Ministers responsible for youth, leading to the establishment of International Youth Day. So another department, that is UNGC, approved in the year 1999, they submitted recommendations for the World Conference of Ministers responsible for youth, leading to the establishment of International Youth Day. So finally, recommendation was submitted and finally approved uh, regarding what? Regarding establishment of International Youth Day in this year, 1999. And finally, in this year, 2000, on August 12th, the first commemoration of this day took place. So that's why this year is important. So as now we every year celebrate International Youth Day on August 12th. So what is the first year, from which year we have been celebrating International Youth Day on August 12th? That is from 2000. 2000. This year is important. So this is International Youth Day, August 12th. And which day is National Youth Day? So which day is National Youth Day? So National Youth Day is means which day our country celebrates National Youth Day every year. So our country celebrates National Youth Day every year on January January 12th. January 12th is National Youth Day, and International Youth Day is August. So these are those few important current affairs from where you can expect question in different upcoming examinations. I hope these topics will be helpful for all of you. So here I conclude today's video. Thank you.